has always been different from others. Dr. DD Lapang, you know, if you look at his capability to deal with all kinds of situations, now you have seen in politics, there are times when you are a victim of political betrayal. There are times when we are victim of political dissidents within the family. These are all natural in politics. But what is the quality that Dr. DD Lapang demonstrated when confronted with all kinds of challenges? He never would look at you when you do U-turn in your commitment and become a reason for any kind of political instability when his leadership is challenged. He would always look at this as another further necessity to prevail upon you and win over you. So you will not see Lapang demonstrating this politics of vengeance. And he was far away from vindictive politics. His politics was to rather, if he has lost friends, to gain friends and win them over. And that is what has enabled him to reach the level of undisputed leader during his time. You have seen number of times. Whenever people have left him, people came back. People again projected him as a leader. These are all because of that inherent quality of winning back friends, rather than unlike what usually we see elsewhere in the world. Unlike when somebody is seen to be not trustworthy, then they tend to think that okay, forget it. But then he will not do that. He will always look at friends as friends. If you are my friend once, why you cannot be my friend again? That is how he has handholded us and taught us. Mukul, see, they have reasons. They must have had any factor which must have influenced their decision at that point of time, which may be because of certain, human mind can be manipulated. Human decision can be influenced by many factors. Therefore, he understood the art of dealing with friends and dealing with political comrades and colleagues and winning again and again and again all friends. That's why he always managed to be there as the leader.
You also feel that the defeat is an example that defeat should not deter you from pursuing your career. Example, he was defeated Chief Minister candidate. Not Chief Minister candidate. Sitting Chief Minister, 93, if I'm not mistaken. So that is a big lesson for others to follow.
Yes, definitely. Now, you look at the irony. He was there as a Chief Minister, and he took bold decision even to notify a new district for Riboy, which created the district headquarters in his own constituency, Nongpo. Still he lost. So what he told is that despite what you do, the perception of the people is what matters in politics. Therefore, disconnect is the main, as a politician, the moment you allow disconnect to become the order of the day with your electorates, then you know that every citizen, every family, they are busy with their own course of daily activities. And therefore, it is incumbent upon the leaders and how they put the system to create that whole connect. That's why you saw afterwards, even though he was CM, he frequented his constituency. He never failed to visit his constituency, despite the burden of responsibility of running the government. And at the same time, what I personally have comprehended from that particular development is that you look at the age. What was his age at that point of time? In 93, he was already 64. At 64, he was defeated. And he fought back when he was already 69. That's where his spirit, his commitment to serve the people was his elixir. That gave him the strength. And he remained part of the whole system. He continued to remain in the history of Meghalaya's journey in its progress and prosperity in decades.
Because,
Post 98.
because there are politicians who succumb to their grief and despair. But his case is different.
It is completely different. He has always been completely different. You look at when he thought he should fight back and he should continue, because he obviously was, the whole energy, the restoration of his whole strength, which was required for such a politician at that age. You can understand, the challenges associated. At 69, and he comes back, and he continues with longer innings as chief minister, unlike in his preceding career as a chief minister. And that gives, the clear picture on how, when a person is somehow inspired by the passion of serving people, can have the strength and the drive and still continue.
One last question. Tomorrow there will be a state funeral, so everybody expecting to witness the ceremony. People are expecting holiday. At least this half it seems like, but just government is not doing anything. What do you have to say on that?
During my time when I was the chief minister, did we not declare holiday when we organized a state funeral for late DD Sangma? Enabling the government machinery to focus on the preparedness, because the whole district administration is involved, and enabling to pay tribute to the departed leader, and to be able to witness a state funeral. Now, it depends on whether you want to make it just symbolic or meaningful. Therefore, look at how we organize the state funeral for late DD Sangma, because he was a chief minister of the state. So, different government led by different people have their different approach. But we have shown the way earlier. It is up to the succeeding government and the people who are leading these governments to look at how we.
What's your opinion on this?
It's anyway. I think what I am expecting is that tomorrow's state funeral must be not just symbol; it should be meaningful. Why it is required to be meaningful is because the the history and contribution of leaders is important for people, because that gives us an insight into how leaders of the past, in the preceding decades, what has guided them, what was those which inspired them, and created that kind of mindset amongst these leaders, wherein, in spite of age, they continue to serve people. They continue the desire to serve people, so that whatever they could, till the time they think they can, they continue to do so. These are facts which need to be known by people, particularly the people belong to new generations, the younger generation, and how we remain connected with the past, and how from past we leverage upon for better formatting of the way forward.